Hi everybody, welcome back to Anges Pilates. So I hope you're all keeping safe and well in this crazy world of ours. I'm here today with Dolce. I've been working on my branding. Some exciting things are happening, so I hope you're going to love it. Today's workout, we're focusing on abdominals, abs, and more abs. Most of us think about having a tight, toned stomach, but it's a lot more than that. Strong abs help support your spine, gives you stability, helps support your posture. And as we get older, we only have one spine and it's got to last us our entire lives. So let's work it and get strong. Let's come onto all fours. We're just going to start off with a bit of spinal mobility. So I'd like you to spread your fingertips, place your shoulders above your wrists, make sure your knees are underneath your hips, and you want that long spine. So think of an arrow line from your crown to your tailbone. Before we start, let's think about drawing the navel up and towards the spine. Can you think about sliding your shoulder blades down your spine? And just think of an imaginary back pocket in the small of your back, and slide the tips of those shoulder blades into that imaginary back pocket. So start to feel the activation of those muscles. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under. Draw your navel up and in, push down firmly through the heel of the palms and lift your chest. So we're coming into a C shape with our spine. Take a breath in here. Exhale, ripple out, tailbone leads the way. Find that length in the center. Surge your chest through your arms and lift your eye gaze. So we're coming into a beautiful arch. Let's go again. And breathing out. Lower back, mid back, and then your upper back. Pushing down into the heel of the palms. Ripple out, tailbone leads the way. Find that length in the center. Surge the chest through and lift your eye gaze. Let's do one more here. Breathing out. Lower back, mid back, and then your upper back. Make sure your arms are straight. And then ripple out. Find that length. Bring your chest through and lift your eye gaze. Then come back onto all fours. You're going to take the arm closest to me. Lift it up. Pull that shoulder back so you're opening your chest. Reach for the ceiling. And then reach the arm through. Sit your buttocks all the way back to your heels and rest the side of the face on the mat. Come back towards me. Pulling that shoulder back, opening. And come onto all fours. Let's change, other arm. Inhale, try and reach for the ceiling. Exhale, thread that arm through and lower. And pull that shoulder back, opening your chest, and then come onto all fours. Let's do it again, front arm. Breathing in. Each time, see if you can go a little further. Exhale, thread that arm through, sit your buttocks all the way back. Come back to me, opening the chest, and come onto all fours and change. Last time, breathing in, feel the breath. Exhale, thread that arm through, sit your buttocks all the way back. Pull the shoulder back, breathing in, reach a little further, and come back onto all fours. Beautiful. Let's take a seat. I'd like you to place your feet flat. Bring your arms in front of you. Make sure your shoulders above your ribs, ribs above your hips. Breathing in. Let's see if we can find a little bit more length. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Pull your navel towards your spine. Try and let go of your quads here and let's lower the torso, bone by bone. Breathing out. Then lower your head. Lower your hands. Bring your feet a little closer. So I'd like you to take a moment here. Just think about your posture. Pelvis should be neutral. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. You want a little pocket of air between your lower spine and the mat. Let's pull the shoulders away from your ears and slide your fingertips towards your heels. Think about softening and closing those ribs. Now think about your abs. Think about drawing your navel down and towards your spine. You're going to take your fingertips to the base of your skull and your elbows are wide in your peripheral vision. Take a breath in. I'd like you to nod your chin. So make sure you're not lifting your eye gaze to the ceiling. That's going to strain your neck. You want to lower that chin so you're looking at your thighs. Then as you breathe out, you're going to think of peeling your shoulder blades off and lift a little higher. And then you're going to release the head and neck down. Let's go again, a little faster this time. One breath, one movement. Exhale, peeling up. Think of peeling your shoulder blades. Try not to pull on your neck. And again, breathing out. Let's think about lengthening the neck out of the shoulders, not pulling it. And lower down. Let's try 2 more here. Breathing out. So each time you're trying to go a little higher, making sure that you're not popping the belly button. Last one, breathing out. And I'd like you to hold it here. It's going to pick up your right leg or left, doesn't matter, then pick up the other one. So make sure your knees are above your hips, pull your navel down and keep the chest lift. Remember, if your neck's fatiguing at any time, lower your head. So we're hinging from the hip joint, we're going to reach the toes away on the inhale. Exhale and we're pulling in. So this is, hip flexors are working, but more lower abdominals here to pull that leg in. Try not to use the thighs too much. And just try and let that head relax into your hands and reaching away. Exhale, pulling in. We have 4 more here. Breathing in and breathing out. And if it's too much for your neck, land your head at any time. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Now, if you can, let's try both legs. Reaching away and exhale, pulling in. So I really want you to think about initiating that pulling in by using the abdominals. Land your head, if your neck's fatiguing. Let's go for 4 more here. Breathing in and breathing out. And you want to make sure that that lower back is not leaving the mat. Oh, and those abs are starting to fire up now. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. Pause. And I'd like you to lower all the way down. Beautiful. And release your arms. I'd like you to lower your feet. So pop your feet hip distance apart. Check in. You want that little pocket of air between that lower spine and the mat. We're going to come back to tabletop. So here you'll feel your lower back connect to the mat. And now I'd like you to extend your legs. So here we're aiming for 90 degrees. Try not to bend your knees. So if you can't give me 90, just take your legs a little bit further away. Fingertips back, the base of the skull, elbows wide, and you're going to peel up, breathing out. So remember, we want to lift by peeling the shoulder blades off. Now we're going to lower one leg, exhale, and lift it up. And then the other one. Beautiful. And lift it up. Now again, you can land your head if you need to. Now let's add a little bit of a pulse. So we pulse and we switch. Breathe out. Switch. Switch. Try not to bend your knees here. If this is too much, maybe you're just here. Maybe you want to reduce that range. 4 more. And lift. 3. Try not to bend those knees. 2 more. Elbows wide. Last one. Now this time, as you lower that leg, you're going to rotate towards the leg. Switch. And to the other side, breathe out. Double breath. Now think as you add the rotation, think of peeling that shoulder blade off. Beautiful. And think of wringing out your oblique muscles, waistline. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2 more. Long legs. Last one. Hold it here. Reach up to your toes. Reach, reach, reach. Then bend the knees. And lower down. Oh, beautiful. Feeling a little bit of fire in that belly at the moment. And just release your head from side to side. A little bit of work for that waistline. We're going to stay with that. Lifting the one leg, tabletop, then the other one. So knees above your hips, shin bones parallel to the floor. Fingertips at the base of the skull, elbows are wide. And again, breathing out, we're going to peel up. Think of lengthening your neck, not pulling onto your head, and then we're going to rotate towards the knee. Come back to tabletop, pause, and let's go the other way. Breathing out, and back to the center. Try not to lower the chest, and you want to stack the top shoulder blade on top of the bottom. Think about your leg. Maybe you're at 45 degrees here, maybe a little bit lower, but wherever you are with your leg, watch that lower back. Beautiful. Now we're going to add a little bit of flow. We go breathe to the other side. Beautiful. Lifting that shoulder blade and reach. Think of reaching with that elbow and reach. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Make sure you're breathing. Last one. Ooh, and release down. Ooh, good job. Pop those feet flat. Feeling that work in the waistline, no lower spine. Check in here. Neutral pelvis. Pubic bone, hip bones on the same level. Little pocket of air between that lower spine and the mat. Once again, fingertips to the base of the skull. Try not to let your ribs flare here. You want to keep them closed. Breathing out, you're going to come towards me and you're going to lift your back arm and reach for the outside edge of your leg. So again, I want that top shoulder blade on top of the bottom one and then lower in the center. We're alternating other side. Breathing out, breathe out. Now make sure here, the back of your hips, they don't leave the mat. Exhale. And again, we're focusing on those obliques. Curling up. And again, reach, allow that long arm lever to help you get more lift. 4 more here. 4, and lower down. And 3, breathing out. Last 2, peeling up. Last 1. Come towards me and I'd like you to hold it here. Let's just hold it for 4 counts. Now, before I start the count, let's lift that shoulder blade more. Watch the opposite hip. Make sure it's not leaving the mat. And breathe out for 4. For 3, reach. 2, 1, lower down. Let's change sides. And exhale. Top shoulder blade on top of the bottom and we're reaching the fingertips away. Watch the back of those hips. 4. Can you get a little bit more lift? 2, 1, and release down. Beautiful. I'd like you to hug your thighs in towards your chest. Let's just release that lower spine by circling. In one direction, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then let's go in the other direction. Then I'd like you to hold on to the back of your legs, nod your chin. Give me 1 rock. On the second rock, let's come all the way up. Beautiful. Coming on to all 4s now. So I'd like you to place your shoulders above your wrists, knees underneath your hips. And want to think about drawing that navel up and in to start that activation. Then think about your shoulder blades sliding down your spine and think of that imaginary back pocket, tips of the shoulder blades into that imaginary back pocket. Then you're going to take one leg away and then the other one. So make sure here that you're not in this position. You want your shoulders to be right above your wrists. Beautiful. Then we're going to take that front leg and we're going to tuck the knee to the chest. And as you do that, I want you to lift your chest and try and bring your knee to your nose to your knees. Exhale. Then I'd like you to take it back. And again, exhale. Pulling it in. Rounding the mid and upper back. And then take it back. And again, exhale. So really think about your abs lifting you and take it back. And again, breathe out. Lift, lift, lift. Try and get your knee to your nose to your knees. Let's do 4 more here. And remember, you can always lower the knees as the option. 3 more. Breathe. Use the breath. Soften your elbows, but make sure your arms are straight. 2 more. Exhale. Lots of control here. Try and initiate those abs. 1 more. Exhale. Lift, lift, lift. Nose to knee, knee to nose. Take it back. Set your knees wide. And let's lower. So anchor your sit bones to your heels. Allow your chest to fall through your legs and allow your elbows to bend. You want to relax here. Feel the stretch of the lower spine. And I'd like you to stay connected to your breath. Then tuck your tailbone under, breathing out, and we roll up bone by bone. Beautiful. If you're feeling any strain through your wrist joint, just make a fist. And we're going to rotate in one direction and then the other. So if it's too much for your wrist joint, we're actually not using the arms in the next one. So you can actually fold your mat, and that's going to reduce the flexion in your wrist joint. Otherwise, if your wrists feel okay, keep the mat flat. Spread your fingertips. Shoulders above your wrists, knees underneath your hips. And this time we're going to tuck the toes under. We're going to float the knees off and you're hovering. So make sure you're not up here, you're just off the mat. Now I'm going to shift my weight, but I don't want you to see it too much. So you're going to pick up your front leg, one closest to me, point your toes and just hover. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. I did feel my quad, but it was a lot of core. No knees. Pick up the other leg. Hover. 10, 9, just off the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Ready this time? You're going to do 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Knees are just hovering. Make sure you're not up there. Straighten those arms. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the toes, set the knees wide. Ooh, and press back, child's pose. Beautiful. Reach the fingertips away, allow your chest to fall through, and breathe. So as you exhale, try not to hold on to any grip or tension, just let go. Now tuck your tailbone under and we're rolling back up. Beautiful. Let's make that soft fist again and just rotate one direction and then the other. Beautiful. So this next one is what I call the Panther. We're coming into a crouched position. Spread your fingertips, shoulders above your wrists. You're going to take one leg long, then the other one. Then I want you to bend your knees and sit your buttocks back. So you might have to walk your feet in a little bit and you're in a crouched position. We're going to do little pulses. 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to reach forward like you're about to pounce. Look where my shoulders are, over my wrists, beyond my wrists. Then I come back again. 3, 2, 1, activate the abs, and I'm reaching forward, almost as if I'm catching myself. I'm activating the glutes. Now this time, 3, 2, 1, you're going to bring your knee to your chest. 3, alternating. 2, 1, other leg, and we tuck. Catch yourself, and again. 3, 2, 1. This time, knee goes to the elbow. Alternating. 3, 2, no knee strain, and the other side. Breathe out. And again. 3, 2, 1, knee to the chest. Pause. 3, 2, stay low. Knee to the chest. This time, knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1, and we hover. Beautiful. 3, last one, 2, 1, knee to elbow. Pause. Can you tap your knee to your elbow? And come back to the crouch. Land your knees wide. Heart rate should be up on that one. Beautiful. Whew, let's press back, child's pose. So anchor your sit bones, relax your shoulders, and breathe. And as you exhale, you're just releasing the shoulders, releasing any neck strain, and softening your jaw. Tuck your tailbone under, and then slowly we're rolling up. Beautiful. Coming into some side work now. Into a side plank. So a lot of work on the shoulders, but your bottom oblique is the one that's doing all the work. So I'd like you to extend your toes, your legs. Make sure you can see your toes, so they're to the front corner of the mat. And let's think about our posture here. So make sure you're not slouching. I call it lounging. You want to lift that bottom waistline. Slide the shoulder blade down your spine, and you want to listen to your bottom shoulder. So lots of work here with the shoulder stabilizing you, but you want to use the bottom obliques. That's your primary mover. Let's just pop the hand on the hip to start. Now we're just going to roll onto our butt cheek. One butt cheek. And as we do that, we're going to lift the legs and we're going to lift the arm. And I want you to lift your chest. Beautiful. Make sure your ribs are closed here. You're going to bend your knees and tap your toes. For 8, and lift. 7, and lift. 6. Beautiful. 5, keep that chest lifted. Think about this bottom shoulder. 3 more. 3, and lift. 2, reach that arm long. Last one, hold it here. And then you're going to come back onto your hip, landing your feet, and place your hands on your hips. Listen to your bottom shoulder. Now the option is to bend that bottom leg. So maybe this is you lifting up, just lifting your hips. And we tap down. Otherwise, both feet are stacked and we're going to lift up and we hover. Lift and hover. So you can stay here with your hand, but I find this really helps if you lift the arm into a T. Lift and lower. And I'm using my bottom oblique to lift my body, not my shoulder. 4, and hover. 3, slide that scapula down your spine. 2 more. Last one, I'm going to hold it here. Lift here, listen to that bottom shoulder. And you're going to pick up your top leg. You're going to tap your knee down and lift it up. Let's place the hand here. Tap and lift. Lift here. 3 more. 2. Are you breathing? Last one. Hold. Pilates star. And lower everything down. Good job. So you want to feel all that work here, not in the shoulder. Let's do it on the other side. So extending those toes to the front end of the mat. Make sure you're not lounging. Let's lift up. We're going to rock onto that butt cheek, lifting the legs and reaching the toes up. Allow that arm to help you get the lift. We tap. 8 and reach. 7. Lifting the chest. 6. On that butt cheek. 3 more. Tap and lift. 2 and lift. Last one. Hold it here. Lower the legs. Place the hand on the hip. Bend your knee if you need to. And we lift up. And we lower. Thinking of this and lower. Otherwise, let that arm help you get the lift. 4 and tap. Drop that shoulder. 2 more. Lift and tap. Last one, hold. Pick up that top leg. We're going to go down and up. Down and up. Lift here and up. 3 more and up. 2. This is tough. Hold it. Pilates star and lower down. Good job, guys. Let's just finish off with a bit of mobility for the spine. Spread the fingertips. Slide your shoulder blades. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift your navel up. Lift your chest. Breathe. Ripple out. Surge that chest through. Lift your eye gaze. 1 more. Breathing out. Feel that beautiful mobility through your spine. Ripple out. Find the length in the center. Surge the chest through. And find your neutral. Beautiful. As always, I'd love to hear your feedback. Hope to see you on the mat next time. Bye for now.
Well.